EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martins here with your outlook for the weekend of March 29th and 30th, 2025. This weekend's video forecast is brought to you by Pitch a Tent Rental Company, who are back and bigger than ever. This message is to remind you that your offspring from the 2006 Summer of Decadence pool party that you do not speak of, but clearly can never forget, will be graduating this summer. Unlike back then, you have matured a bit and now think ahead about protection. So planning protection from the sun and rain for that graduation party is essential. Why not rent a tent from Pitch a Tent and have protection for all? Announcing what's new in 2025, if you have a wedding reception or a food and spirits event to plan, they have added a new fully integrated 12-foot tap trailer with up to 8 taps available to keep your brew and food nice and cold, and you can chill it all the way down to a tasty 38 degrees. Contact them at pitchatentrentals.com for any and all of your celebratory needs. Pitch a Tent is located in Fogelsville, Pennsylvania, and serves the greater Lehigh Valley and surrounding regions, and are proud returning sponsors of the weekend video forecasts. A little transparency, it took me 6 takes this week to do that speech, because they always have the best innuendos in her speech, and that made me laugh quite a bit. So finally got through it. So today is, of course, Saturday. We have a long and well-advertised warm spell coming in here on Saturday. It's a synoptically driven warmth. We talk about this all week, and it's because we have these warm front boundaries way off the north, big high pressure down here, kind of like a heat pump, Bermuda high, whatever you want to call it, bringing in strong southwesterly wind flow. Will be breezy today. It's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows. We're going to have some breezy conditions, but it's going to be very warm. Some areas challenging the 80-degree mark across the region. You see actually even above in some areas. You see above me the spread is 76 to 83. So an early summer taste here today. And you can see these widespread upper 70s to lower 80s across the region, especially when you get in these areas right in here. Okay, this is kind of like the corridor here, right in there, where it's like really high temperatures. And, whether you're 78 or 82, you're not feeling much of a difference in temperature there. It's just going to be a very warm and early preview of early summer. If this is too early for you, if you're one of those that are like, man, where's spring? We need to have spring first. We're going to have spring. I just did a long range yesterday. Trust me, we're going to have spring, okay? It's just not lasting. We're going to have another similar system coming through in the mid to late week period, which I'll cover in a second. That's going to do something similar. But after that, I think we're going to be more consistently below average once we get from the second week of April and beyond. And even a slightly slow, it's going to be more of a spring-like feel, okay? Again, the wind is going to pick up today, most notably between probably 10 a.m. and 3 p.m., where we'll have some gusts 15 to 25, some peak gusts that could get in the 30 to 35 range, so more likely lower 30s for a few spots. Once we get to about mid-afternoon, it starts to abate a little bit, and then once we get to evening, it goes away entirely once we get to the sunset period. No precipitation, of course, today. Partly cloudy skies with those breezy conditions expected today. And then after that, we have another system coming at us on Sunday. I do think that's going to come in very late, though. Kind of like yesterday. We had, in central PA, we had a few showers come in late afternoon. That didn't make it over to the eastern side of the state until we got to the evening hours. It was a very short-lived, very light amount of rain showers. But this one's going to go through the overnight. It's not just going to stop. We'll have the opportunity for some showers that continue overnight. And that will end around daybreak on Monday. And let's get over the NAM high-res future simulated radar. I'm going to start this off at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. See a few showers west of our coverage area here, just starting to make its way eastward. But you see these kind of falling apart as they head eastward. Once we get to 6 p.m., you see areas that are kind of east of this line here, far eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware. Haven't really seen anything yet, so it's going to be a mostly dry day, mostly cloudy on Sunday rather than partly cloudy like it's going to be on Saturday. More clouds certainly, but we're not going to be dealing with precipitation to ruin any outdoor plans. If you have something going on, it should be okay when you get east of that line. West of there, you have some late day showers coming in that could interrupt some things. But these showers are going to continue overnight intermittently. And this is looking at 2 a.m. here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it goes away by the time we get to daybreak. This is the end of the run here. And there's the cold front, and the showers and storms associated with that are in far western Pennsylvania at this point. Now, we're going to focus on that too a little bit because the timing of this has also slowed down. So instead of being something that was a severe weather threat, which I still don't think is going to happen because of a couple things. One, we have a lot of cloud cover Monday morning that's going to be a convective inhibitor of severe weather. You need sun to kind of fuel the instability. We really don't have that. So there's a question, there always has been a question of how much instability or destabilization we get ahead of this frontal boundary, and I just don't think we're going to have enough in time. And now we're adding in the other factor here. This is coming in awfully late, and it's slowed up. And it's not just the European model I'm showing you here. It's pretty much everything not named GFS. Every GFS was a little faster with it, but up to 8 o'clock, there's nothing that falls southeast of that line. So if that's the case, severe weather is gone, okay? This is not May. This is still late March, so we're not dealing with severe weather if it's coming in after dark or that many hours after dark, okay? NAM is doing the same thing. Here's looking at 2 p.m. There's 5. This is important, though, because there's a Phillies game, Phillies home opener in South Philadelphia at 3:05 on Monday. If this is the case, this is looking at 5 o'clock. It's still all the way back here, okay? So it's not in Philadelphia yet. It doesn't get there until I go to the next frame, which is 8 o'clock. Well, at that point, the game should be over. All right, so you might get away with them being able to play the home opener here unabated, and then immediately after the game, you might get wet, okay, as this front moves through. But again, because it's coming in so late, you're probably not dealing with severe weather in this case, and it's just a line of showers and perhaps thunderstorms. You still get thunderstorms in this case, but, it's going to be out of here in the overnight hours, and by the time we get to Tuesday morning, it's cleared, and that means we're going to have colder temperatures coming in, much colder. So as far as temperatures are concerned, I talked about that a little bit with today. We do have a backdoor front influence on here on Sunday, so it's going to keep temperatures a little cooler where that back front door front exists. So northeast of that line, it will be cooler. Southwest of that line, it will be warmer. So you see these temperature spreads above me. 76 to 83 today, but 58 to 75. That's one heck of a spread. Your 75 would be down here, right? Your 50s will be up in the northeast of this line here, northern New Jersey, far northeastern corner of Pennsylvania, places like that. This frontal boundary is going to be just temporary on Sunday, so it's going to lower temperatures a little bit, again, northeast of that line or along it. And then we go right back to warmth here on Monday ahead of that cold front where you get temperatures in the 70, 72 degree range, okay? And that's going to be on Thursday. And then once the front moves through, temperatures crash, okay? So that's what we're dealing with this particular system. It's going to be much colder on Tuesday with mostly sunny skies, temperatures in the lower 50s. Same thing on Wednesday, lower 50s, but we do have partly to mostly cloudy skies as a warm front is approaching. Might have a few showers with this overnight, Wednesday night, and then it lifts off to the north again. So this frontal boundary being off to the north, and the cold front boundary back here, you're going to be warm sectored in between here. Again, you have a high pressure sitting out here, bringing in warmth. So that means Thursday, Friday of next week are going to be milder again. Probably not pushing 80, but we can still see 70, 72-ish in that range here on Thursday and Friday until this front fully moves through, which probably won't be until Friday. So the front moves through. You get some scattered showers and perhaps thunderstorms later in the day on Thursday, and then overnight into Friday morning also. And then after that, we might be able to dry out temporarily until that front moves through and sags south. This mess out here we're going to watch here in the Tennessee and lower Mississippi Valley here for possible rain next weekend. Okay, rain is still behind, so I know it's not the most ideal timing for things that you have going on outdoors, but we do need the rain, and there are several models suggesting that next weekend could be a little bit wet. Okay, so we're going to see these up and down temperatures all week, and we are going to continue to follow that one at a time. I'll address the next video on Monday what the new prospects are for severe weather. I just don't think there's going to be enough destabilization ahead of the front, and then the timing is coming in a little bit later, which is two big negatives on severe weather. It is possible on Monday, but it's going to I'm going to have to see some things change here over the weekend. That's this front right here. There's not enough clearance between this prefrontal noise right here, which is sitting off the coast, and then the frontal boundary, which is sitting back here like this. There's not enough clearing in between here. That's the problem, okay? And it always has been the problem. But now the timing's even slower. That's another negative. So we'll see where we go over the weekend and how we try. Next video Monday morning, I'll update you if things change and we do get into a severe mode, in fact, on Monday. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for the weekend of March 29th and 30th, 2025. Have a great Saturday and Sunday.